hard to capture, extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifesting. The gods work like appliances, dealing in my psyche.
Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, and today I want to do something dangerous. I know at this point someone's like, man, we're on Sasuke Uchiha Death Watch, and I'm actually re-recording this video because lo and behold, the chapter cover for the next Boruto mangas come out, and I gotta say right now, this has changed my opinion on this topic. The chapter's called Sacrifice. We have to talk about a very popular fan theory, which is Sasuke using the Reaper Death Seal to bring down Isshiki Otsutsuki. However, before we get into that topic, I just gotta say right now that today's video is gonna be brought to you guys by Final Fate TD, who's gonna be the sponsor of this video. Final Fate TD, which is a really cool mobile game that combines anime elements with hack and slash and tower defense elements. Final Fate TD allows you to build relationships with several heroes, and it allows you to team up with them as you make your way across the world map, completing various challenges. What I really love about this game is that even though it has hack and slash elements to it, this is also a game that requires you to plan out your moves ahead and adjust on the spot. I'm going to strongly encourage you guys to check out the link down in the description box to download Final Fate TD and give this game a try, which I definitely think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy. After a very quick and to the point tutorial, you're going to be able to dive right into the game. Each day that you play the game, you're going to be able to collect rewards, and a card draw system for this ensures that everybody's going to be a winner. So in a way, this is Maru Uchiha's ideal world where everyone is a winner. Another cool thing about this game is the fact that it is highly addictive, and I don't say that lightly. I found myself playing this game for 2 hours without even realizing how much time went by, whether it be going through the challenges, entering into one-on-one battles to move up the ranks in terms of the floor levels, or grinding through the various challenges and previous challenges in order to level up my characters. The combination of tower defense with card and anime style makes this game one where every second you're playing it, there's a new zinger being thrown at you, and there's always something that's going to be grabbing your attention. When you're undergoing the challenges, this game requires you to do a bit of prep work, similar to how Shikamaru did when he was preparing to fight Hidan and Kakuzu. You've got to position your heroes on your side in strategic locations when you're getting ready to use them before you go into battle. Now, what I really like to do here is I like to have my person who specializes in attacks be at the very lead, and on the second level I like to have somebody who doesn't specialize in attacks and leave another attack type as my last defense, because you want to guard your avatar that's going to be at the very bottom of the screen. Each person who specializes in attacks, depending on the situation, you can also beef up their attack power for a very short period in time. Think of that like somebody going into the 8th gate in order to do damage, but in this case you're not actually sacrificing your life. So with Final Fate, this has a story that makes you want to consume as much of the world as possible. 1,000 years ago, the Demon King, who was a mastermind behind the Void Calamity, was taken down by an alliance of humans and fiends and deities. His power was coalesced into 3 crystals that were scattered across the world of Luna, which in turn caused many humans to turn into demon worshippers. It's at this point that a crisis has begun and chaos has returned as the emergence of demonic beasts has started to happen. This is where your avatar plays the role of hero, known in this realm as being a realm walker and a guardian of Luna, and it's your job to save the universe. Finally, this game from the very beginning allows you to pick between a male and a female avatar, both of which are pretty awesome in terms of design. I was really tempted to go with the female avatar, but I decided to go with the male because I thought the design was slightly better, but it was a really tough call when it came to deciding. Anyway, I highly recommend checking out this game and downloading it down in the description box below, and checking out the Final Fate TD anime game, and I strongly believe you guys will not be disappointed here. However, with that being said, let's go ahead and get back into today's video. So yo, I gotta say right now, like I talked about it in the chapter review last time. I said, hey man, you know, I'm not a big fan of these theories that Naruto's gonna use the Reaper Death Seal, and somebody messaged me on Instagram and said they left a very detailed theory about why Sasuke would have to use the Reaper Death Seal to stop Isshiki Otsutsuki, and lo and behold, there were a couple other people with shorter questions asking was this possible, and I didn't think that this was something we were going to see. I was on record saying if Sasuke did anything, he would use something like, say, the human path, which allows him to rip out the soul of somebody. Isshiki should be battered down enough to where Sasuke should be able to stand a chance to do it if Sasuke can catch him off guard. However, this is the thing about that. We do know that when somebody uses the human path, that you can resist it and potentially you can win that tug of war to keep your soul from being ripped out. We saw that when Naruto fought against Nagato, and so I thought that maybe that was something we would see. However, this is the thing though, this is the thing. So when you look at the Reaper Death Seal, there are benefits to this, and I could definitely see a scenario where Sasuke, it would cross his mind, and the beautiful thing about this is that it does give somebody like Sasuke a way to actually die without it feeling forced, because Isshiki's too powerful now. He's too powerful for Boruto even in his Borushiki form. He's too powerful for Naruto, and he's too powerful for Sasuke. And we have that lingering moment when Masashi Kishimoto was talking back in 2016. He said that any character who needs to be killed off for the sake of the story can be killed. It does not matter if they're from the previous generation, and yet we've never seen anybody from the previous generation killed. We've seen older ninja be killed, like we've seen Ao be killed, we saw him get killed by Kashin Koji, but we haven't seen anybody from Naruto's generation actually bite the bullet. And we're going into, if I'm not mistaken, 4 years, it'll be 5 years, and I think either March or April of 2021 will be at that 5-year mark, and nobody's been killed. At this point, Naruto and Sasuke, they've been taking numerous L's when it comes to fighting against Isshiki, and yet at the same time, you've never had a moment where you feel like either one of these characters is gonna be killed. Like, I thought maybe they're gonna do something with Sasuke, because you have that huge elephant in the room of Boruto having Sasuke's cloak, Sasuke's sword, and Sasuke's headband in the flash forward sequence, and yet we've never seen anything, at least during this fight, that makes you think that Sasuke might die. In the last chapter, you thought it was possible, but then Boruto stepped in to stop the attack. So why would the Reaper Death Seal be a good idea? So I'll say right now, while I do think that it is possible, I do not think it's gonna happen. And I just want to say that right now, because I know there's gonna be somebody's gonna say, like, they're gonna look at the title and they're gonna say, oh my god, this would never happen, worst theory ever. Again, this is not my theory. I'm just talking about the possibility about whether or not that's something that's actually going to happen. If this was something that I myself came up with, I would totally own it. I have no problem owning it. The thing on this is that when you look at Sasuke as a character and you look at the role that he serves for Boruto, being that father figure and that protector from the shadows, I definitely think that narratively you could get away with it, because it will be something that allows you to pay homage to what the third and fourth Hokage did. So you have with the third Hokage, where he used the Reaper Death Seal, and he did it as a way to stop Orochimaru, but the third Hokage also did it to protect the Hidden Leaf Village. In this case, Sasuke would actually be doing it to try and protect the entire world. Now, the only way that this is going to reasonably work is if Isshiki Otsutsuki finds a way to place the Karma Seal on Kawaki in spite of this, or he finds a way to do it just before this and Sasuke's unaware. Now, if you do that, that's going to low-key mean that Sasuke's sacrifice is in vain. However, when you look at it, that would also kind of be the same situation with Orochimaru and the third Hokage. You could just write something in there to where, yes, the third Hokage was not able to seal Orochimaru completely into the Reaper Death Seal. So when you look at that, that's one of those things where maybe Sasuke is able to prevent Isshiki from doing a couple of things. If you do something that significantly nerfs Isshiki, then I think that it's definitely a win, and again, it would pay homage to the third Hokage. Now, when it comes to Minato, this would be where things are a little bit different. So when you look at the character of Minato, where there are some homages here, is the fact that Minato gave his life for protecting the balance of Biju between the nations. A lot of people think he gave his life for Naruto. That's only part of it. That's only part of it. Minato could have stayed alive if he allowed Kushina to drag the Kyuubi with her to death, but as Minato said, if he did so, there was a possibility that the tailed beast balance between nations would be upset. When you look at what Minato did, he did that for thinking about the future. So looking at Boruto, this could be a similar situation where Sasuke looks at Boruto and realizes that Boruto is the future for the Hidden Leaf Village, that Boruto's gonna be the one who can actually protect the village and potentially take up Sasuke's mantle of protecting the village from the shadows. And so if you look at that narratively, I could see how you could kind of do that. Now, it's not too crazy to think that that is something narratively that might be the route that's taken. Again, I don't think that it is, but you can justify it given the fact that the Boruto manga pays homage to, yes, Dragon Ball a lot, which I know a lot of you guys hate me talking about in the manga reviews, but it also pays homage to a lot of stuff that happens in the Naruto manga. That's why I tell so many of you guys, check out the Naruto manga when you have a chance. I know a lot of people just get into the anime and get into the Naruto Shippuden anime, but I'm strongly recommending that you guys actually read the Naruto manga, because you can see quite a few homages that they actually do in the Boruto manga that you won't catch if you just are an anime only fan. So I think that that is something that, you know, narratively I could see why they would do it, but again, I don't think that that's going to be something that happens. But I think that for Sasuke's character, if they go this route, if this is how they kill Sasuke off, then it makes sense for the chapter to be called Sacrifice, and it makes sense for Sasuke's character. However, for me, I want to know down in the comment section below, is this something that would piss you off if Sasuke used the Reaper Death Seal? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.